My, is that Cassandra of Aiad, the Eagle-Bearer, messenger of Zeus, she who launched 1,000 hearts?
Alcibiades. I'm known by many names, but that last one sounds to be of your own making.
My young friend Archimedes here could use your legendary talents to woo the object of his desire.
You would have my eternal gratitude.
I'd like to know more about the man asking for my help.
I'm Archimedes. I came to Alcibiades because he boasts of his exploits as a lover and knows Braxilla.
I'm a Misthios, not some famed lover.
Nonsense! I've heard that our Misthios here is the only one allowed near the pirate queen Xenia's booty.
What's the job?
Have you ever heard of Braxilla?
The name sounds familiar. Who is she?
Who is she? A poet blessed by Apollo himself. She describes the gods as if they were her lovers. Her lyre is a legendary weapon, wielded in her hands. I want to meet her, but talking to a goddess such as she? Terrifying.
Oh, nonsense. Usually you give a woman some flowers, and she'll show you her flower. However, this is Praxilla. She is not easily impressed.
Of course. No ordinary flower will do. They need to be worthy of a goddess.
I come to this coast every year for the Poetry Festival. Of all the beautiful blossoms, none match the scent and radiance of the coral rose. Fetch some, and all doors and legs shall open for you.
I'll return with your flowers. Where can I find the coral rose? It sounds rare.
You would be correct. However, like all good things in life, these take more work than most are willing to expend. They're atop a nearby mountain.
Say I do get these flowers. Where would I bring them?
Back to camp? Braxilla should be in her tent.
You mentioned being here for a poetry festival?
I did. It's one of the many festivals to Apollo, but this one holds a special place in my heart. Among other places. Other festivals are so stuffy. Here we worship like Maenads.
I've heard enough.
Please, if you are as skilled with sword and heart as Alcibiades says, you'll return to me with the coral rose. As a poet, it's best that I stay at camp while you do the hiking.
You'd be an easy snack for wolves or bears. I'll return with the roses. These must be the coral roses. I found your coral roses.
You're back! That's perfect. The roses are perfect. Oh, look at the luster. The fragrance. Now, you must deliver them to her.
You came all this way to meet her. You should be the one to do it.
Please, I'm much too nervous to speak to her. I've composed a poem to recite. Here, let me teach you.
I'd say it all wrong. I'm a Misthios, not a poet.
Then, would you at least deliver the flowers while I rehearse?
Fine. But the rest is up to you.
Okay. She's at her tent, right there. Go give them to her.
Praxilla, I have flowers for you from Archimedes of... somewhere.
Did I not tell you to get the wine 5 minutes ago?
Cassandra Vaiad, may I introduce you to my dear friend Praxilla, Apollo's muse and mistress of the Golden Strings.
You're Praxilla?
Didn't expect an aged bard. Mercenary of Ayat?
It would be foolish of me to assume a master of the craft would be young.
Praxilla, this is Cassandra Vaiad, Eagle-bearer, messenger of Zeus, launcher of 1,000...
Cassandra Kaka, cast stone and light alike, leaves ladies and lads alight alive. Ailing women and awestruck men cling to her side.
A true genius.
Look at those shoulders. A soldier, a Spartan, a thorn in the side of tyrants. She who dares challenge Poseidon. Alcibiades, this one I'm keeping my eyes on.
The poems she writes about me are never so kind.
I have flowers for you. They're not from me. They're from Archimedes. He's right over... Well, he was over there.
A coral rose? Huh. I'll have to get my servant to add these to the pile.
It's a gift. Show some gratitude.
Where is that servant girl? I swear her head must be rattling with rocks.
I wish she'd rattle my rocks.
A Haikos is missing. That idiot must have taken it with her and run off.
A Haikos.
Achaikos is Praxilla's legendary lyre.
I set it down after tuning moments before you arrived. I can't go on stage without a Haikos.
I did see Archimedes leaving in quite a hurry.
We need to get that lyre back. Please, without Praxilla getting everyone's juices flowing, this festival is just a bunch of young men measuring the size of their verse.
This lyre was special. Can you play another for your recital?
Perseus without winged sandals or a mirrored shield was just a man. Would he have the same legends, the same mystery if he performed each task without a legendary weapon?
It's very valuable, both in significance and in drachmi.
Archimedes and the missing servant both disappeared as the lyre was stolen. They could be working together.
Oh, and he seemed like such a nice boy.
Alcibiades invited a viper into my tent.
Is there somewhere they could have taken it?
It's a poetry festival. There is no better hub for shady trade.
I'll find the thief and return the lyre. Praxilla's lyre has gone missing. Have you seen it?
Praxilla's lyre is missing? That's terrible news. First no Euripides and now this? Krefsis really has gone to the dogs.
I'm looking for a man named Archimedes.
I know an Archimedes. Otherwise, no.
He might have been holding a lyre?
There are as many men holding lyres here as there are blades of grass on a field.
Do you know a man named Archimedes?
Archimedes? Archimedes. That's the kid who hangs out around the Vipers. Yeah, I know him. He's been coming to the festival for 3 or 4 years, maybe.
The Vipers? Who are they?
You know how it is. People feel small, so they band together to make the rest of us feel smaller. They took over the temple of Athena Itonia a while back. Now it's hard to take the road without being held at knife point.
Do you think that's where Archimedes would take a lyre?
Hope not, for his sake. The Vipers are dangerous. If he did have the lyre on him, they'd probably rough him up for it. He's one of those kids that'd be keeping around for fodder, if you get me.
Did he have a lyre on him?
I didn't see him with one. I saw him talking to you, then walking towards Praxilla's tent. He and Praxilla's pretty Elot have been sneaking around lots. Just assume they were, you know, planting a garden.
Is the Temple of Athena the best place to sell a stolen lyre?
You can buy and sell anything here, unfortunately. But going to the Vipers guarantees the person you stole from won't follow you in. Shame. It was such a beautiful temple.
Thank you for your help.
Hope you find the lyre. Watch out for the Vipers at the Temple of Athena Itonia.
Let's go! You're that servant. The one who disappeared at the same time as the liar.
I can explain. Archimedes talked me into it and said he'd use the drachmi to buy my freedom. When we escaped, he said he wanted to bring the liar to the Vipers. I said no. The Vipers said yes.
So, the Vipers have Archimedes and the liar now. As for you, you can go back to Praxilla and apologize if you really want help. That must be where they're keeping Archimedes and the liar.
Huh? What's that noise? Huh?
There's no need in getting so close when you kill someone. Get yourself a good bow and kill from the shadows. Keep your hands clean.
Oh, thank the gods I am saved. These horrible thugs blackmailed me into stealing the lyre.
I doubt that.
They took it from me when I was captured. Malaga got what they deserved.
Did they force you to steal Praxila's lyre?
No, they gave me the confidence I was lacking. We would drink and complain about poetry at the festival, and I let slip that Praxila's my mother.
What? Praxila's your mother?
She is. She abandoned me and my father when I was a child. Something about following her destiny to be a wandering poet. My father, Achaikos, built the lyre for her as a wedding present. She loved it more than us. I wanted her to feel the way we did when she left.
Praxila got what she deserved for abandoning her family.
I just wanted her to feel some of the pain I felt. Why don't I feel better?
Archimedes, I know you still have the lyre. Give it to me.
It got broken in the struggle.
Malaga!
Wait, before you leave, I need some advice. Should I talk to Praxila? I don't know what to do.
Approach Praxila as yourself and talk to her. Maybe she missed you and didn't know how to come home.
I need time to think about everything. My father, my mother, my friends. Please don't tell Praxila who I am.
I was able to get the lyre, but not in one piece.
Thank you. Oh, Haikos, what mischief did you get yourself into? Oh, Cassandra, thwarter of thieves. I appreciate you bringing a Haikos back to me, but I need to ask another favor.
You need help fixing the lyre.
Perceptive, too. Look at it. Wood's gone soft, body splintered, it's toneless, tuneless even.
What can be done to save it?
Cressis has been having this festival for years. The town is built around it. Of course, because instruments are as fragile as a poet's heart, there's a master lyre maker at Cressis port.
Not too far away.
And since it's been proven that nothing is safe on these hills, I'll need some muscle for protection.
I can help you get there safely.
The journey will be worth your while. Come now.
I'm right behind you.
I have many fond memories of this place. I watched it grow into a town, and a small gathering of friends grow into a massive festival. It's more home than home.
Your true love is a lyre and your home is a poetry festival? You never...
Oh, you sweet young child. My life isn't as simple as you make it out to be. I'm like Zephyros, needing to go where I please. I learned this the hard way.
So you care only for yourself?
If you only live your life for others, what's the point? You're nothing but a slave, a loyal beast at best.
People can get hurt.
If I had lived the life expected of me, traditional and domestic, I would have died. Died inside. And like as not, thrown myself into the sea. I know what I need.
Seems like the festival here is much less formal than the others I've encountered.
Yes, Dionysus claimed our offerings to Apollo and granted us the gift of ecstasy.
I can see why it would attract people from far and wide.
Do not misunderstand. Heathen is one part of worship, but there are many here who dedicate themselves to the strings. Timiha, where are you?
Who is making all that fucking noise?
The smell of the sea is almost enough to cover your stench, Timiha.
Raxilla, I've been gathering fruits to throw at you all week.
High praise coming from you. I need a favor. Achaikos was kidnapped by some idiot and needs a new neck.
This idiot?
This idiot carries a sharp spear.
I hired this muscle here to get Achaikos back. Now she's keeping me company.
All right. Give him here. Poor fellow's been brutalized.
But you can fix it, right?
Of course I can fix him. I am the best pair of hands you're going to find outside of Athens. Problem is, Achaikos is a special boy. I have materials, but nothing worthy of putting him together.
What materials do you need?
I have what I need for the neck, but the old one took the strings and yoke out when it snapped. Ah, there's a crack running through the soundbox. That needs to be replaced.
What should I be looking for?
Some use bone for the yoke and neck, but nothing beats wood in my opinion. Strings are made from gut, and we could use a shell for the soundbox.
Those strings don't look like guts to me.
They are. Just soaked for a long time and pulled thin. I'm sure you'll enjoy killing some legendary beast to help Achaikos sing.
I've seen some lyres with turtle shells for the body.
Not a lot of turtles on this coast, but a good sturdy conch should do the trick.
What's a yoke? And what wood do you need to replace it?
The yoke is the crossbar that all of the strings are attached to.
Sure is. It needs to bend, so a springy wood is best.
I think we all can agree on that.
I will return with the materials to repair Achaikos.
Back up, Mistios! You're too close!
Wolves are fierce animals. I'll gut them for Praxilla. Hope these are enough guts for fixing Achaikos. This shell should be perfect for Praxila's lyre. That should be enough wood for a new lyre.
Dios me perdés.
I'll kill you!
I have everything we need.
Excellent. Give it here.
Be careful with it.
He'll like me better when I'm done. You always were too rough with your fingering.
Well, that's the first complaint I've heard about it.
There he is, looking more handsome than ever.
You call this your best work? You're robbing me blind.
Oh, shut up, and go deafen the masses with your wailing.
Thanks for the help. Here's your drachmi. I need some time to put a high cost through spaces. I might need some help after, though, so swing by my tent when you have a minute.
Sure, if I'm in the area.
The Mistias returns. Do you have time to accompany me and Achaikos to our triumphant performance?
After all this, I wouldn't miss it.
Excellent. We team up once more.
So we're a team now. Can I still expect to get paid?
After my performance, drachmi will be in no short supply. Trust me.
You've dedicated your life to your art. You must have a lot to show for it.
I write 100 poems every night when I go to sleep, and I throw out 100 every morning when I wake up. Luckily, some have survived to touch people.
Do you have any favorites?
There's one I'm well known for that is very dear to me. The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun. Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon. Then ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
Sounds nice. But we should get going. So, cucumbers.
The sun gives us the fruit of the trees, like the fruit of the loins.
In your poem, you say you leave the sun. Why?
Not me. Adonis. He's being asked upon death about the most beautiful things he's left behind. To me, there is no greater beauty than that of the sun, and the moon, and stars.
Oh! Why is he being asked this?
Adonis is beauty incarnate. What could be so beautiful that even he would be pained to leave?
I see. Looks like we've made it.
Marvelous. Thank you. Looks like my adoring fans are ready for me. Be sure to catch the show.
It's Praxilla!
I heard she was coming this year.
Praxilla! Recite something for us!
I've been reciting this poem for years. Cassandra, would you do me the kindness of allowing me to hear it anew from your lips?
I couldn't.
Nonsense. You know everything you need to do it justice. How about something new this year?
The most beautiful thing I leave is the light of the sun.
Praise be Apollo!
Second are the shining stars and the face of the moon.
This is one of my favorites.
Then, ripe cucumbers, apples, and pears too.
That's always been my favorite verse.
I'm happy my poem touched you so deeply, Cassandra. Have you thought about trading your spear for the lyre?
I will stick to swinging swords, thanks.
It wouldn't be a poetry festival without someone causing a disturbance.
Praxilla, get to safety. I can handle them.
Someone save me!
Cut it down! Malaka! I'm
Happens every year. Some cursed idiots drink too much wine and get themselves killed.
I didn't know poetry festivals were such lively events.
Indeed. I need to take a moment to recover. Let's go back to my tent.
But we do have a happy ending.
Praxilla, it has taken me long years of soul-searching and many nights of tears to bring myself to this moment. I am Archimedes, your son.
When I heard the name of the man who stole my lyre, I suspected it might be you.
I've dreamt of hurting you as you hurt me and my father 1,000 times. But I only knew you as the mother who abandoned me, and not as the artist that I just saw.
Just as Adonis lamented the beauty he left behind, I too left that which was most precious to me on the death of my old self.
You're not dead. Neither of you are. Take this opportunity and see what you can build together.
Thank you for all your help.
These bandits look drugged. What happened here?
Pirates probably use this fort as a lookout.
They won't let me out! Help me!
Hey! Παύσον τούτου! Δοκίμη!
Thank you! I won't forget this video!
Remember that horse we sold the other day? Can't it drop dead already? We should meet them somewhere quiet. We suspect them. I know he says cut them through.
You saved me. Thank you.
What happened to this camp?
Here! You know, I see why you like going on these quests. The bandits don't even put up a fight. And there's wine! Tastes a bit off, though.
Barnabas? It isn't safe here.
That's lotus flower wine. The bandits are drugged.
I don't feel so good.
Lotus flower, Vardava. Snap out of it. Come on, old man. Let's get you home. How are you feeling?
That doesn't matter. The gods, they sent me a vision.
You said the name Lida.
The gods showed her to me. Lida was my wife.
You're married?
I thought I'd lost her a long time ago, but I saw her in my vision. She's alive. We just have to find her.
I'll help you find her, but a vision isn't much to go on.
There were 3 visions. In the darkness of a forgotten cave, Lida fed a cyclops. But then I saw her drinking wine with a witch. Then I could hear her singing like a siren.
About this vision of the Cyclops.
Right! Theosa and Poseidon took my hand and led me deep into the heart of the caves of Anafi. There, I saw Lida feeding a young Cyclops.
So, Lida was drinking wine with a witch?
She herself showed me. The witch and Lida were dear friends, drinking wine together well into the night. In the background, I could see the ruins on Paros Island.
You said sirens.
Persephone showed me a painted wall. Behind it, sirens lurked. Lida was trapped. Then, Demeter warned me in her motherly voice. You dare not approach, lest your ears pollute your mind.
This is ridiculous. Sirens aren't real.
Of course they are. I've lost many sailors to their calls.
If Lida is alive, I'll find her. By the gods, that smells good.
approaching Paros. This is where I saw my wife drinking wine with a beautiful witch.
Attention! Commander leaving the
About my leader, do you have any news?
If Lida is alive, I'll find her.
I need to talk to her.
These pigs look hungry.
Welcome to my empire, traveler. I am its empress, Kirki of the Oceanids.
You live here?
Where are my manners? You must be weary after your long journey. There's some wine in my hold if you'd fetch it for us. I'm a bit indisposed at the moment.
I could use a drink. I'll fetch the wine.
You look deliciously thirsty.
All right, Empress. Let's drink.
That's it. Drink your last drink. Breathe your last breath. My subjects grow hungry.
Malaka, my head. Where am I? rip you apart and feed you to your animals!
How dare you challenge an empress?
The witch kept a list of names and trophies. This bracelet was worn by Alida.
About my leader, do you have any news?
I found this bracelet. And a lot of pigs.
I can explain. Lida had it and was transformed into a pig by Kirki. When she was turned back into a beautiful woman, she gave this to Kirki to remember her by.
Right as always, old friend. Which means we're one step closer to finding Lida, I think.
You think correctly! The gods would never lie! Aside from Volus and Apati. But never mind them!
If Lida is alive, I'll find her.
This looks like the place.
No closer! Please!
I'm not here to hurt you.
Everyone hurt me because look different.
You're not the only one. I've been attacked my whole life for what I am.
You different, like me. Friends. Me Polyphemus. You little.
Sure. Little. Polyphemus, I'm looking for a woman who was here.
No friend for a long time. You help make friend. Friend fish together. You like fish.
So I help you make a friend to go fishing with, and you'll help me find the woman I'm looking for.
Pretty bitch. Little will see. Little will like. We go now. Little follow. Show bitch where lady help Polyphemus.
Polyphemus, this is important. Do you mean Lida?
Silly little. Not Lida. Lady.
You're nothing like the Cyclops from Kefalonia. He had one real eye and one fake eye. He picked on Little.
Pick on Little? What you do?
I shoved his fake eye up a goat's ass.
Little funny. Bad man. Hate Polyphemus. You're dead.
belong here.
I want you.
There, big guy. The beach is yours now to fish all you want.
Little think beach pretty.
It depends on who's looking at it. Sure. I think it's pretty.
But still need friend to share. Polyphemus like poetry. Can practice with you. Tell Polyphemus what make little.
Well, I have eyes. They're nice, I guess.
Polyphemus, no lady with pretty green eyes. She nice. What else?
Nothing makes me happier than celebrating. Drinking and singing are good for the spirit.
With friend. Polyphemus love to sing. More?
I wish I could be with my family. The last time I was happy, I was a young girl. I miss those days. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You're a good listener, big guy.
Little hurt inside. Like Polyphemus. For you.
This is beautiful, big guy.
More give for little spices from pretty green-eyed lady. Only give Polyphemus ever got.
This might be exactly what I was looking for. So you have a beach to go fishing.
Only need friend.
I can't stay here, big guy. But if I ever meet someone who loves fishing and poetry as much as you do, I'll send them your way. This is it. What is that sound? Are the sirens real?
It's burning!
Please, don't hurt us!
I'm not going to hurt you. I will free you. What are you doing here?
My whole life I heard tales of the siren song. A sound so sweet, men would gladly die to hear it. You have no idea how dull life is for a fisherman with a love of poetry and music.
You chose to be here.
I didn't know this is what I would find. By the time I realized there was no escape.
I found this of Los. What do you know about it?
That one was special. They stole it from the woman who escaped. But that was a long time ago.
This tomb is full of bloodthirsty women. Who are they?
No one speaks. They drain my blood, then boil and drink it. In their rituals, they scream into the night. I'm so tired, but I never sleep. Please save me.
So, what are you doing here?
My whole life I heard tales of the siren song. A sound so sweet, men would gladly die to hear it. You have no idea how dull life is for a fisherman with a love of poetry and music.
You're obsessed with poetry, and you're a fisherman. I have an opportunity for you to have both those things, without being held like some animal.
Anything would be better than this.
Meet me at my ship, the Adrestia. I promise you, you will not be disappointed.
It's been so long since I was shown kindness. My thanks.
Oh,
όρνηθες του άντρου. Οικουσούν πρωί, αγωνιό. Πράγματι, στέγν τούτο. Ο άνθρωπε. Με τον πένοντα. Ο τάλας φωσίλη. Φεύ. Νόμο καθαρή. Πράγματι, ορό έκνος. Μέτας αγωνιό. Όλοι κάρτα γέλος του. Μίζον συναχθεί.
Helm's ready for you, Commander!
Τον ανέμο στασί, ας είναι τιμή, τον ανέμο στασί.
Commander, away! Everyone, about my leader, do you have any news?
In the cave I found a man. I took these spices from him.
Ah, my Lida. Do you think the man you found was a Cyclops? Then she concocted an elixir from these spices and helped him to grow a second eye?
Barnabas, there was no Cyclops on Anafi any more than there was one on Kefalonia.
Have faith, my friend. Lida was there.
I found this Avlos on a siren. If you could call her that.
An Avlos! My wife always loved these. I bet she learned to play it alongside the sirens as they sung men to their deaths. Just like her.
I'll bet the sirens and Lida were good friends.
She was so mesmerizing. Her song always worked on me.
All that for a bracelet, an avlos, and some spices.
But look! I know this bracelet too well. The women of the Siege Plains wear them. These spices are native to the lands of Demeter. And this avlos is marked by a craftsman in the Parnes Mountains.
They're all from Attica.
The cave! They're all around the one known as the entrance to the underworld. It can't be a coincidence. Is that where Lida is?
There's only one way to know. Let's go.
I know you've doubted me. I must have sounded like a crazed old fool, but you won't regret this.
What matters is that we do this together, old friend. Now sail. So what does Lida look like?
She was the most beautiful woman I've ever known. Beautiful dark hair and skin. Her green eyes sparkled like jewels. And when she drank...
bodies. Is this the underworld?
Cassandra! Shh. Lida?
Stop! I'll kill you if you come any closer. Who sent you? Belenos? Adikles? Relax. We're here on our own.
You haven't aged a day. Is this the underworld? Lida, it's me, Varnavas.
That was my father's name. I never told it to anyone.
Father? Young one, please. What was your mother's name?
The same as mine. Lida Avitica. You were right, old friend. Lida survived, but not the way your visions told you. This is your daughter. Impossible. You have no proof.
Young one, a lifetime ago, your mother and I sailed side by side. The night I lost my eye, a tempest overwhelmed us and ran us into the rocks. Lida was so brave. She roped together some of the splintered hull. I held her and I said, "Don't stop paddling."
Until you reach the shore.
Oh, she told you this story. Good!
After all this time, Mater said you were a king who died fighting the Hydra. You need to know. Mater, she's...
I understand. We'll grieve her together.
I hate to interrupt, but Lida, you did threaten us with a blade. And there were bodies.
After Mater died, I took over the farm. Ever since, suitors have tried to marry me for my fortune. When that didn't work, they decided it would be easier to kill me for it.
You've been defending yourself. Let us help.
These kind of people don't stop until they have what they want. You mentioned two names?
Belenos and Antikles. They both live nearby. I can show you where.
Let's go together.
With you by my side, we'll be unstoppable.
Right. Together. Into battle. I will meet my Lida again in the Golden Fields. Tell me, did she ever remarry?
She did. He was a good man, kind to her and to me.
Good. I pray to the gods that if she lived, she would live happily.
There they are!
Shooting shooters works first! Let's toast to victory!
Get into cover!
My mother's farm and my life are safe. With all my heart. Thank you, both of you.
And thank you for making this old man happy again. Now, about that wine!
So now that you have your life back, what will you do with it?
Honor my mother. Protect our farm and our fortune.
I was hoping you'd join your old pater on the Adrestia. There is a woman aboard, Lola, that I met in Vilos. You two should meet.
The gods sent me a sign by bringing you back to me to save this place. I can't dishonor them and matter by leaving.
Take it from someone who lost her family. This is not an opportunity that many people get. Go with your father.
Pater, our farm is yours. One day, when you've sailed the world and want a stable home, you will have one here. But unless Demeter herself burns these silos down, I know I'm acting in the will of the gods.
You all right?
She's as strong as her mother. I couldn't be more proud. I only wish she'd change her mind.
Maybe she will. In the meantime, whenever we sail past these lands, let's make it a point to stop in and say here.
Come here.
What is it?
Some merc calling himself the Eagle Bearer came to Alponos offering to help out. Nice kid, and I've heard his name before. I thought to myself, Megacles, that's drachmi well spent.
I don't know who's been using my name, but you're going to tell me everything you know.
What is there to tell? He came in, had some little bird with him. You know how legends go. One day he gets a bird, next he's called the child of Zeus.
She, and I do have an eagle.
I see that now, don't I? But I paid this other eagle bearer a small fortune to get the villagers ready for a pirate invasion.
By the look on your face, I'm guessing that didn't work out.
It didn't. Then I sent him to bargain peace, but he botched that too. The pirates are coming, and we don't stand a chance.
Next time, hire the real eagle bearer. But I'm listening. Does the village of Alponos have a militia?
Not enough. But if you get out there and stop the pirates before they land, I'll give you all that's left in the treasury.
I'll stop the pirates from reaching your shore. Then you're going to help me find this eagle bearer imposter.
I'll help you kill him myself.
Where are the pirates sailing from?
We saw the pirate fleet forming north of here.
How big is their fleet?
Just 2 ships, but they may have hundreds aboard. They make it to us, we're dead.
I'm going to find the one using my name. When did you last see him?
He came in with the last merchant ships, but I haven't seen him in days. He won't be easy to find, but if you sink the pirates, I'll track him down.
Time to show the pirates what the real eagle bearer can do.
Polyphemus writes such remarkable poetry.
The pirates are Poseidon's problem now.
What have you done? Didn't you hear me screaming? You sunk our reinforcements!
They sure looked and fought like pirates.
I sent a message to the supply ships to disguise their sails. Look like a pirate and sail in unseen.
Those ships had supplies and troops.
If I'd known they were reinforcements, I wouldn't have attacked. I need to set this right.
There's still time. If we can get these villagers ready for battle, they can fight off the pirates themselves.
I'll do it. I don't see an armory, though. Where's the smith?
He hasn't worked since the last eagle bearer was here.
I'll get him making swords. Can the villagers ride?
For salt workers, they're not bad. And there's a horse breeder in town.
I'll talk to them.
Though we can't just arm them and tell them to fight. There's only one man who can rally the people. Claims to be a reborn Ajax the Lesser. Find him and get him back.
So, where's the blacksmith?
The forge caught fire. The smith's in the village, but you'll need to help him rebuild before he can work again.
Tell me more about the horse breeder.
She knows horses better than Poseidon. Get her to put a mare under each of these villagers, and we'll have a chance.
If dead heroes are anything like me, they don't like being impersonated. Are you sure this Ajax guy is a good idea?
Let the dead judge us all they want. We need to shake the fear out of these villagers. The last time I saw Ajax, he was headed to the hills southwest of here, on the northern border of Phokis.
Tell me what you know about the one using my name.
He came in with a vicious little bird. Called it Icaros, something like that. Anyway, said he'd help, then made things worse at every turn. So far, you two have a lot in common.
The villagers will be warriors when I'm done.
Another Mystios? Look, Chris, really?
Are you the blacksmith?
I was. Then another Mystios, an eagle something, came to help. Kind young man.
I heard the eagle something made a real mess of things.
The poor boy lit my forge, but somehow caused the fire to erupt. Flames everywhere. I can barely see now, or move my hands.
But you're the only smith in town, and pirates are coming. We need you to start making weapons.
No need to worry. Old Kalipidis has a few good blades left in him. I just need some space to work. Those stone blocks would make a fine table. Could you move them for me?
Sounds easy enough.
With a strong Mystios at my side, we'll have weapons before nightfall.
You could crush someone with these things if you're not careful.
Excellent work. Well, what next? I suppose we can't make weapons without iron now, can we?
I have more than enough to share. Have some of mine.
Well, this is certainly better than when that other Mystios came to help. All a good smith needs now are his tools.
Your tools? Really?
The eagle something said they were stolen by a small group of bad eggs. They rode west of here, but I'm not sure where.
I'll get them. Then you'll be ready to work?
Of course. You've been so kind to this old smith. I thought I'd never work again. But your generosity has changed all that.
Hey!
λαμβάνει χώρα. Shit.
Thugs want old tools.
Another Mystios? Look.
I've got your tools right here.
Ah, what a day. You should be proud. You've given this old man purpose again. Now, if you could just set those aside for a moment, I'll get started.
Kalipidis! Kalipidis? By the gods. I've seen a lot in my life, but that was brutal. Poor Kalipidis. That
That's not good. If it isn't the new Eagle Bearer.
Trust me, I'm a lot better than the last one.
Look, you want to be useful, new Eagle Bearer? Get back the stallion the other one of you lost to the pirates.
I can get your stallion back, but we're going to need a lot more than one horse.
What for?
The pirates are coming, and at least with mounts, the villagers have a fighting chance.
Sure enough. But I bred this one just for Megacles himself. Without his stallion, he isn't riding into battle. You ever seen a general strutting into battle?
Not a good one.
Exactly.
Where did the stallion go?
That other Eagle Bearer rode him east past the salts. Came back and said some bandits stole him in the night. Imagine that.
I need to find this other Eagle Bearer.
Wouldn't mind giving him a piece of my mind, too. If you find him, punch his bird right in the beak for me.
His eagle?
Ha! It was barely a chicken.
I'll get back Megacles' stallion. Then you and I are going to talk about getting horses for everyone in Alponos.
Ποιος εμέ περιπέζει.
Before reaching shore, then I starve to death before the pirates even get here.
Okay. Hopefully this goes better than last time.
Where's that coming from?
This is the handiwork of a Mystios. Yeah!
pie.
Here you go. When the real eagle bearer says she's going to do something, she does it.
There, Princess Purple Pie. Eat up. Let it flow through you.
What are you doing?
The first of you eagle bearers rode east to find this fruit. Said that the horse that eats it turns into Pegasus. Leave it to the gods to hide it in plain sight.
The eagle bearer obviously lied to you.
Don't believe me? For how much I paid, this fruit has to be real. Here, watch this. Wait! Fly, Pegasus, fly!
That's not good. They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful. A new day in Greece.
I can't see anything in this stupid good.
An adorer! You simply must tell me, what do you think of the helmet? I just got it.
I think it's all right.
I knew it! It's ancient, but it's like it was made for me.
Whatever you say.
You're the one who the villagers worship?
I don't know about worship, but they too call me Ajax.
Then I'm bringing you back to Alponos. Pirates are coming, and I need someone to inspire the villagers to fight.
Didn't you hear? Our ships were sunk by some crazed Mistios. Now bandits are banditing anyone going in or out of the village, and there's no one to stop them.
I'm the Eagle Bearer. Smart bandits know to stay away from me. Now let's go.
You don't look anything like the other Eagle Bearer. Are you two a team or something?
There is no other Eagle Bearer. He's an imposter. Like you.
If I'm an imposter, what am I doing with Ajax's, my helmet?
That's Ajax's helmet?
But of course, it gives the wearer immortality. I paid the other Eagle Bearer a fortune to find its whereabouts for me. Then I set off to retrieve it as any hero would. I was on my way back when...
There is no other Eagle Bearer. Get that through your thick helmet.
Make room! Don't worry, this won't take long.
Citizens of Alponos, your great warrior, the eternal Ajax, has returned! People of Alponos, rise from your salt mills, descend from the white crystal hills. Lokris is under attack. The great Ajax has returned, now with a true child of Zeus, the real eagle bearer.
You are not Ajax. And that new eagle bearer pushed sweet Nikia off a cliff with a general steed.
Nonsense! I am Ajax reborn, and we will now prove to you I am immortal.
Enough! Prepare yourself, Locrians. You must choose to stand and fight, or let the pirates invade and destroy your homes.
This'll be easier than I thought. Now, light me on fire.
What?
It's okay. This is a magical helmet. The other eagle barrier told me it will protect me. You light the fire, the people will see I'm immortal, and then they will eat out of our hands.
I am not lighting you on fire. That old helmet isn't magical. And you're not Ajax.
How dare you? The last eagle bearer humiliated me in front of everyone, and now you're too. No more. I will not be humiliated again.
Are you insane? I only wanted you to rally the villagers.
My performance is more than some trick.
I am Ajax Immortal!
This could not have gone worse. This has been a long, long day.
Tell me you're living up to the reputation of the real eagle bearer. You're back just in time. How's Nikia? I heard she's trained a stallion for me.
Nikia's dead. She thought your horse was Pegasus and rode it right off a cliff.
She what? All right. We don't need horses to fight if we have weapons. How many has Calipidis made?
Calipidis had an accident.
What kind of accident?
The really bad kind. He didn't see some stone blocks. He walked right into them and...
Enough! Without weapons, we're doomed.
We haven't even talked about Ajax yet.
Did you find him?
Ajax had this helmet that he thought would make him immortal.
And?
It didn't.
Ah, Malaka.
Tell me about it.
I would ask literally anyone else, but what choice do I have? I need everyone with a blade fighting with me. You can at least fight, can't you?
Let's go.
Not a lot of people would have been honest with me the way you were. I respect that. I just hope there's still a chance we can make this right.
I will do everything I can to save these people.
They still need us to fight with them. Go! Meraklis! There's more coming!
I wonder what that's about.
You fought well.
As did you. Forget what happened before. We're alive because of you.
Don't need to thank me, Meraklis. I'm just glad the people of Albornoz are safe.
You may not want thanks, but you deserve it. I promised everything in the treasury, and that's what you're getting.
Now I need to find my impersonator.
I can help. I found this note on the pirate leader. They owe him a lot of drachmi. He was hired to sabotage the town.
Making invasion easier.
Their plan would have worked if the real Eagle-bearer hadn't shown up. What will you do when you find him?
I'll think of something.
I'll kick your head when this is over.
The actual eagle bearer. That explains why the invasion failed.
I've been stuck cleaning up your mess since I got here.
What a glorious mess it was. When the pirates paid me to soften the town's defenses, I didn't think it would be so easy.
People are dead because of you.
I didn't kill anyone, but you did. We make a great team that way. I steal some tools, or blow up an old man's forge, send some young idiot into bandit-infested mountains, lose a general's steed, then watch you turn it into pure chaos.
The fact that Megacles and the pirates both paid you is just a bonus.
Everyone pays to hear lies they want to believe.
Time for justice.
May her wrath rain down on both of us.
Chicaros!
Attack!
Chicaros! I'm going to feed your corpse to Icaros. Stupid bird.
Somebody